Hey guys, it's Ryan back here again, and today I'm reviewing Star Wars The Clone Wars Savage Opress from Wave 4 of The Clone Wars in 2011. So this figure is currently not out in stores, so don't go crazy trying to find it because you will not find it until this fall when he is supposed to be officially released. The only reason I currently have him is because I bought him from an overseas eBay seller. So anyways, the retail price on this guy is $7.99. As you can see, this is the shirtless version of Savage. There's also an armored version, which is supposed to be out in Wave 6, which is also set to be released later this fall as well. The accessories that this guy includes, he comes with two different staffs. The first one, which you can see right here, is more kid-focused, that being because it's more bulky type, and it also has this little rocket launcher type feature built into it. The one thing I find a little bit weird is that there's no spring or mechanism or anything like that that's built into it, so you basically have to pull this out to kind of shoot it out if you want to. So I thought that was really weird. I'm thinking that it's probably because I bought this from an overseas eBay seller, making it probably not a final product, more of like a prototype type figure, so maybe it's not finished, maybe that's how it's supposed to be, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see until this figure is released in retail. But anyways, that little thing, it comes out right there. They did some detailing on it. As you can see, there's a little type of control box right there with a cord coming out. There's some nice bronze metallic paint on the blades up here. And also it's got these two handles which got some silver metallic paint on it as well. So that's his one accessory here. The other one is more accurate and collector focused. So by that meaning it's not really bulky or anything, and it doesn't have any stupid rocket launcher type features built into it. So as you can see, the blades here got a silver metallic paint. They did some nice detailing on the front part of it as well, and then the rest of it is just mainly the staff part, which has a gray paint on it. It's also made of a more rigid type plastic, so it doesn't really bend or warp that much, which I prefer a lot more. So that's a plus as well. So anyways, that's pretty much it for his accessories there. It doesn't come with anything else. But one thing I want to note before I go over the details and stuff is that this figure is extremely large. That being is because that's how he's supposed to be. If you watch the arc from Season 3 of the Clone Wars that he was featured in, you notice that he is an extremely tall character when he's turned into this monster type character. So I'll just compare him here with this Plo Koon, which is also from the Wave, which is also not out either. But as you can see, he's about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch taller than a regular action figure. So that's just showing you right there how big he actually is in figure wise. So anyways, as you can see, they did a really good job making him look really tall like that, and they also did a really good job making him look real muscular and everything. As you can see down here, they put like a six-pack into his torso. They made his breast plates up here quite large actually. His arms, they're really muscular as well. And even on the back here where his shoulder bones meet, they actually made it so it's raised out, so it really stands out. So I thought that was really cool. As you can see, they also have these tattoos all over his body. I'm not sure if they're exactly tattoos, but I remember, I think it was Dave Filoni that talked about it, is that they're not actually tattoos, but they're rather born with these markings on their skin already. They did a really good job on putting these tattoos, or whatever you want to call them, but they just look really fantastic. It's a lot of detailing into them, and it stretches all the way to his back, down his arms and everything. It just looks real cool. Then on his face here, they even have some more of those, and they also, as you can notice here, his horns just look real fantastic. There's a ton of them placed all throughout his head here. And the cool thing is they made it out of a harder type plastic, so they don't really bend as much, and they don't want to fold over or anything like that. If you notice, if you buy any of the Darth Maul figures from the regular Star Wars line, usually these horns here, they'll be made of a softer plastic. And I think they do that for safety reasons for kids, but this time around they made it so it doesn't really bend that much, which I really like. Also, as you can see, his eyes, they got the Sith eyes, which look fantastic. Got the red outlining and everything on there. The only thing I don't like about his head sculpt here is that his mouth is kind of funky looking. It's got like a slant to it, how it's opened up, like he's grinning almost, both a slant. As you can see his teeth there. They actually detailed that as well. But that's the only thing I don't like about his head sculpt. It just looks a little funky. But anyways, the lower portion of his body here is actually armored, which he's supposed to be looking like in his full armored version. But anyways, this little karma, whatever you want to call it, it's made of a softer rubber type plastic, which stretches all the way around. It also got slits on the side so you can move his legs freely if you want to. It's got this nice little design right here in the front of it. Also got some more detailing on the belt buckle. This little hook type thing, which I believe is for his lightsaber, but he doesn't have it with this figure. But anyways, and then down here on his feet, he's got these boots, which got these really nice straps detailed into it. Looks fantastic. So anyways, articulation for this bad guy: he has a ball-jointed head, ball-hinged shoulders, ball-hinged elbows, swivel wrist, swivel waist, swivel hips, and ball-hinged knees. So unfortunately, the articulation pretty much sucks for this figure, seeing that he doesn't have any articulation at the ankles, and he also doesn't have any ball-jointed waist here, which really sucks as well. So you're really limited to how you can pose this figure if you want to. So that kind of sucks, and I was really disappointed about that. I was hoping Hasbro at least put some articulation in the ankles so he can stand up better, but looks like they cheated us out again, and they didn't put any articulation in there, which really sucks. So I'm a little disappointed about that. So hopefully the armored version will, which I really do hope, but I kind of doubt it now that they didn't put any on this figure. But anyways, other than that, it's a really cool figure. They put a ton of detailing onto him. The paint is amazing. I just love these tattoo, whatever markings you want to call them. They just look fantastic. And everything else about this figure is just really cool. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this guy. I'm going to go ahead and rate him, I'd say, 4 out of 5. The only reason I'm giving him that is because they sucked on the articulation. Hasbro could have done a better job, and I know they could have. And also, I don't like that slanted type facial appearance on his head there. It just looks a little funky and out of place. But other than that, really cool figure. You get a ton of good accessories too. So I highly recommend you pick up this figure when he's released this fall, because I guarantee you he will sell very quickly. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys in the next video.